Good morning. It is Friday. Welcome to the vlog. I originally was going to do a setting up my studio vlog, my new art room. However, once I got in there, I realized I have no idea what I'm doing in there. It's very overwhelming, and it's really funny because when you go from such a small space, you have to figure out, okay, where can this fit? So it's like a weird game of Tetris in your like tiny house. And then when you move to a bigger space, at least this is how I am, you kind of get this weird executive dysfunction because I have a whole room now for my art stuff, and I find that harder to find space for and how I want to organize it. So that will be another week. This week, I'm very excited. I'm going to take you along on a journey in making tiny leather sketchbooks. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it to where I can mass produce them, so make them in like small batches instead of just one thing at a time, because eventually I'd really like to go to a market fair. So I printed out this template for the paper. Some of you have seen my tiny little leather sketchbooks that I make for like keychains. I wanted to be able to make, you know, about 6 or so at a time. That way I can kind of get through them. So yeah, I'm trying to make templates. I'm hoping to get my hands on a 3D printer to borrow so I can make a rectangle, let's be honest. So I can make a rectangle a little bit bigger than this, so that way when I cut leather, everything is uniform, and when you go to purchase them, you know what you're getting into. And I can say, these are the dimensions of this, blah, 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 blah. So this week it's gonna be more of me showing you my process and maybe talking through how that is. And you'll hear a lot of my cats crashing through the house and my dog yelling at them, so yay. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this vlog, and thank you for showing up. All right, so I have my paper stacks of 24. I'm gonna fold them and I'm gonna start, I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try to do what's called a perfect bind. So instead of sewing the pages together, I'm gonna just really glue, like I'll fold all the pages and then I'll glue the spines of the pages together, of the signatures. I don't know, we'll see if that works. I'm gonna try it on one, mostly because it is really hard on my hands to sew these tiny books. So I'm trying to figure out a better way that also might be a little bit faster, but still just as structurally sound. So we'll see if that works. Yay, I finished them. I'm so excited and so happy with how these turned out. My microwave makes a really cute sound. I don't know if you could hear that. But yeah, I'm so happy with how these turned out. They all are uniform. They're 48 pages, 22 folded. And I put a little, let's see, it's hard to do one-handed. I put a little key on there, a little key charm. You can see it, there we go. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm also really excited because my mom, she works at a grocery store and was able to get this from one of the vendors. So I'm gonna actually spray paint this whole thing in my color. So like a sage green, like that green, my thank you cards that I made. But in this green, I'm gonna spray paint that whole thing. And then I'm thinking too, this I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna put a little bit of pegboard. So that way I can hang up my keychains, and I think I wanna be able to take this to markets. I plan on going to market fairs, at least doing one craft fair later this year in the fall. I think my best friend makes resin art, so her and I are gonna share a booth. I'm really nervous and I've been putting it off honestly for too long. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this turns out and then also to see how the market goes. So I'm really excited about these. So I'm really excited about this leather. I accidentally created this really cool turquoise and green kind of gradient tie-dye type thing. I don't know what you would call that, gradient, because this was the last little leather dye spongy paint thingy that I had, little cotton swab, and I couldn't get all the green out, so I just wanted to see what happened, and I think it's making this really cool color. This is wet, so it's gonna dry closer to that, so I'll probably do another pass over with the turquoise, but I'm hoping the green still shows through, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I'm really excited and happy accident. They turned out so pretty. What do you think I should name them? I'm thinking like Pirates of the Caribbean Blue or Mermaid Blue or something. Here's a little turquoise band that will go around it. This was the original color I was going for until I had the green decide to show up, which I am still in love with. So I'll probably do another set with this turquoise, or I think it's aquamarine. Yeah. And then I have these brass ones, which like these brushed bronze ones, which are really pretty, but I think I'm gonna get some silver ones just because I think that might complement it more. But yeah, comment below what you think I should name them, because I think they're really beautiful and I'm very excited. It's a limited edition color because I can never replicate this. So thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and seeing a little bit of my process, and you know, I definitely like to bring you into the decision making. So comment below if there's other things that you'd really like to see me do, or if you have any other ideas. Next week's vlog is going to be tackling that. I'm holding myself to it. So my kid is calling me, so I'm going to end this vlog, and I hope you have a wonderful